And welcome back, everybody, to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. I'm your host, Dave Huerta. Thank you so much. And we got a kickoff already, man. They're early on this one. I like it. Let's go across the 20-25 and down near the 30, maybe the 31. And the Broncos will get the ball to start the game. And apparently before the game, these guys, mostly the defenders, got into it a little bit. Rashawn Gary and it looks like Riley Moss were talking some smack to each other. And then it became a whole big freaking scrum there for a bit. So we'll see how the emotions are early and throughout this game. So Bo under center, single back in the backfield, single receiver to the right. Hands it off to the rookie R.J. Harvey, picking up about 2 yards on against this formidable Packers run defense. All right, let's freaking go. Let me see here. Dahlia, what's going on? They'll be fighting. There was a push, I guess. Let's fight. They better win, though. 2nd and 7. Another handoff. This one picks up about 4. Actually, might have been 6. 3rd and 1 coming up. David Stegosaurus Shark. Let's go. What's going on? What's going on? Go, Pack, go. Absolutely, man. Come on, baby. So, yeah, these are the scenarios. So, even with a loss, the Broncos would still be the #1 seed because the Patriots lost earlier. Obviously, if they win, they're going to have a little bit of a cushion. For the Packers, a little bit more on the line. If they get a win and the Rams lose later on in the week, the Packers become the #1 seed in the NFC, obviously. If they can hold that position until the end of the regular season, that means that the road to the Super Bowl will go through Green Bay, Wisconsin. So, and obviously if the Packers lose, I think they drop down with the Bears winning. They might drop back down to the 6th seed. So, once again, a lot to play for here. I'll have to double check that last one, but I think that's how it works. Actually, no, sorry. They do have the tiebreaker over Chicago, so they might be fine. They might be fine. All right, 3rd and 1 here. Broncos already burned their first time out, and Bo Nix with a QB sneak picks up about 2.5 yards. Yeah, but both of these teams, Denver, #1 seed in the AFC. The Packers, the 2nd seed in the AFC. So these teams are playing great football late in the year, and they got a lot to play for. Bo drops back, finds somebody over the middle, and that's going to be down to the 47. Second down coming up. All right, so we already had one road team get a win on the stream. Obviously, Buffalo taking down the Patriots. Can the Packers do the same here? Bo looks, throws, and that ball is going to be caught for a gain of about 3. Cortland Sutton with the catch and Carrington Valentine on the coverage. Carrington nearly able to jump that route, man. He got there just as the ball arrived. And that's going to be another 3rd and 1 coming up for the Broncos here. Bo Nix under center, 3 tight end set. Hands it off to the rookie Harvey, and he's going to be stopped up. The ball is loose. The ball is loose. I think he fumbled it. Right now, Edgerrin Cooper with the recovery. Referees are having a conversation. No official word yet. Green Bay ball. It's a Green Bay ball, baby. Let's freaking go. It's not great for my fantasy team. Unfortunately, I do have RJ Harvey. So him fumbling the ball cost me about 2 points there. But you know what? If the Packers win, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. You know, there has to be sacrifices for the greater good. That is a dang it, yay moment right there. Dang it, yay. Yep. Let's go. Woo, let's freaking go, man. We got 4 people watching early in this game. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Please make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. It helps out the channel, helps out the video. It's a great free way to support me, man. Thank you. All right, so let's look here. So that was actually Micah Parsons, man, ripping the ball out on 3rd and 1. And apparently there are go pack go chants happening over there in Mile High. But remember, everybody, Micah Parsons can't really play against the run, according to Jerry Jones. All right, looks like we're coming back here from the commercial break. Packers once again on the field offensively after the fumble by rookie running back RJ Harvey. All right, Love in the shotgun, ball at the 48. Romeo Doubs alone to the right. Looks, throws to Watson, and he picks up about 5 or 6 on the catch. Watson with a little bit of pre-snap motion going towards that right side. All right, handoff. Jacobs up the middle, picks up about 4.5 on 2nd and 5. So yeah, Jordan Love, 16 touchdowns against man covers. That is the second most among quarterbacks this season. And the Broncos with the 3rd highest percentage that they play on defense, man coverage, 33% of the time. Something's got to give. Something's got to give, man. All right, 3rd and 1, Jordan under center. Hands it off to Jacobs, and he is stacked up right at the line. Absolutely nothing. 3 defenders literally meeting him in the hole. Dude, if you're... Was that Becton? No, not Becton, jeez. Belton, sorry. Was that Belton just getting blown up there in the hole. All right, Matt LaFleur keeping the offense out there on fourth down. The ball is at the 43. All right. Romeo alone on the right side. Play action. Jordan's going to take off and run, and he picks up the first. Woo! Yep. All right, we got 9:05 here left in the first. Clock is running. Jordan under center, and that's going to be a false start. Left guard moving. Yeah, Riley Moss giving Jordan's head a little bit of a shove down after the previous play. All right, Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his right, little orbit motion by Reed. Gets it out. He's got some blockers, and he picks up about a yard there. So 2nd and 14 coming up. Oh yeah, man. No, Riley Moss, man. Riley Moss is he's still, I think, in his second year as a corner, maybe third. He's definitely known as a trash talker. Little extracurricular activities. He also gets caught a lot for some pass interference, so he's an aggressive player. So hopefully, it just motivates Jordan a little bit more. All right, 5 receivers set. Jordan alone in the shotgun. 3 receivers on that left side. Throws, got a man, and it's going to be very close to a first down. Jaden Reed picks up about 13 and a half yards. They're going to give him half a yard shy of the first there. They might be re-looking at this one. I mean, looks like a first down to me. Looks like a first down to me. All right. Fullback, running back in the backfield. Jordan under center, toss to the left. It's got a blocker, and Jacobs is completely upended in the backfield. Tight end just gets blown up, but he's also down on the ground. And that was Josh Wiley, one of the backup tight ends there, just getting destroyed by Ufana there. What you want to see, man. Obviously, the Packers have been without Justin Tucker Kraft for about a month now since that Panthers game. And it took them a couple weeks, man, but they finally got that tight end room kind of making some plays, not massive, nothing major, but some key first down catches, some nice little flat routes, and some really, really good blocking in the running game. But yeah, Josh Wiley, one of those guys, man, he made a nice little catch. I think, on 3rd down last week. Let me see here. Captain Dave, do you think the Bills can clinch and win in Cleveland, Ohio? For sure. I think it won't be super, super easy, especially if the what's it called? Especially if Shedeur Sanders and that offense can kind of get going. They did not get going today, but if they can, if they can score 21 to 24 points next week, I think it'll be a very close game. I think the Bills are capable of scoring 40 points on Cleveland, but I think the Cleveland Browns are gonna. Their defense is good enough to be able to hold, you know, Cook and maybe even Josh Allen to some minimal yards on the ground. Dahlia, Broncos play dirty. They're a physical team. They definitely are a physical team. They like to, especially their defensive secondary. They like to, you know, they like to be aggressive. Let's just say that, you know. Which, to be fair, as like, it's one of those things where as long as if they're playing well, if and they're your team, you love it. But if you're against them, yeah, you don't like it a whole lot. So. So Josh Wiley is being helped to the locker room. Seems to be walking slightly under his own power, but somebody is kind of giving him a little bit of a hand. All right, Brandon McManus, former Denver Bronco, so he is used to kicking in these conditions. But that was a long time ago, man. He was a young man when he was playing for the Broncos, early to mid 20s. Now he's basically in his mid 30s at this point. 53-yarder, kick is up, and it is good. Let's freaking go. The Packers able to get some points off the fumble there. I'll take some points. There we go. Hey, man. All you need is points, man. That's all you need. As long as you can, as long as you have more than the other team, that's all that matters, man. It doesn't matter how pretty it looks. And the Broncos, they're a tough team, man. They're not. They're not. A lot of people think that they're quote unquote frauds. I'm not saying that they're going to win the Super Bowl, but they got a great defense, and their offense is able to put up points at times. It's going to be a great return down near the 39. Basically just a beeline right to where they were, man. Did not really have to move. All right. 6:56 left in the first. First and 10. Bo hands it off. And that is going to be about a 2-yard gain for McLaughlin. And an update for the Detroit game that the Packers are definitely going to be looking into. Detroit scoring a 17-yard touchdown with Amon-Ra St. Brown. Let's go. For the fantasy team, not for the Detroit Lions. It's gonna be a swing pass to the left to the receiver Troy Franklin. Picks up another 2 or 3 yards there, and it'll set up a 3rd and 5. Dave, Lions scored a TD. Chiefs lost. Bears won. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. You know, identity fraud is not a joke, David. All right, so we got 3rd and 5, ball at the 45 here, man. Come on, let's get another stop. Force a overthrow. Bo looks, throws it underneath. It's got some room, and he only picks up about a yard, maybe 2. And that is Tyler Batty, one of the primary runners on 3rd down. And the Broncos looks like they're going to punt this one away. Even after the great return, the Packers defense able to force a 3-and-out. All right, Romeo Doubs back there to return this one. All right, Kershaw's punt is away. It's going to be a good one, and it's going to be down at the 5, but he touched it at the 11, so I think they're going to move this ball up just a little bit. Just a little bit. There is a flag, though. And we have a Broncos player down on the ground. Looks like he is in a lot of pain. He's trying to get up, but he can't. The flag is at the 50-yard line. Unnecessary roughness on the Packers, and that's going to be an automatic 1st down. And that is a veteran right there, J.J. Enigbari. No reason, touching the punter for absolutely no freaking reason. What are you doing, dude? Enigbari was one of the guys that was in on that little bit of a pushing, shoving skirmish before the game. Just a dumb freaking penalty. I read no lie detected. Just saying. David, you are 100% correct, my man. So we shall move the ball back here. Bam. Broncos will have the ball on offense when we come back after the break here because of a dumb decision by J.J. Enigbari, which could have given the Packers the ball and a chance to extend their lead here, try to make it a 2-possession lead. Why is a great question, and it's something that I believe Matt LaFleur will be very, very intensely asking JJ when he comes back to the sidelines. He might be adding some other words in front of the why, maybe even after the why. Why ask why? Dry, bud, dry. Try, bud, dry. There we go. 100%, man. Don't know what that means or where it's from, but I like that you rhymed. I'm down for a good rhyme all the time, if it's the time. How about you chime in? Come on. All right, we are... Oh, actually, hold on. All right, the Packers picking up the punter. Super lame. Right now, the Packers actually have the ball offensively. I could have sworn that would have been... Maybe it was after the possession changed. I don't know. All right. 1st and goal inside their own 5. They run up the gut, and they get a yard with Jacobs. That's like some early '90s Budweiser commercial. Gotcha. I'm still I'm the generation of Waza. Yeah. I know I made a bunch of people just cringe with that, but it's okay. Just let it settle in. Marinate in that. All right. Love under center. Dropping back, a little bit of pressure, throws it deep down the field to a wide open tight end, and he rolls all the way down to the 30. And that is Luke Musgrave. Jordan probably could have thrown him a little bit of a better ball, kept him on his feet. But it is Lucas Musgrave. He is well known for falling down while he's wide open. You know what? But it's a first down to the 30. Dahlia, I would add other words too, but figured LaFleur would add those for me. Yep. All right. Officially at the 31, first and 10, Jordan under center, single back in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, throws it to the right. He's got a man, Romeo Dobbs, with a catch along the right sidelines and a big first down catch for Romeo Dobbs, who was very quiet last week. And Jordan, dude, just with a laser as he was falling backwards, delivering that throw. And that's on Riley Moss, who gave Love a little bit of a head shove a couple drives ago. So, ball in Broncos territory. They hand it off to Chris Brooks, breaks the tackle, and gets it down to the 37. Brooks is a little slow to get up, but he is able to trot off the field there, so that's a good sign. Seastraw! Good morning. The air's a little dry in this apartment. Gotta get the air humidifier out. But good morning, Seastrom. How you doing, my man? Who do you got in this game? Let me know. Good morning. 2nd and 3. Love under center. Broncos play that one perfectly. There is an early flag. It's caught by a tight end down to the 30. Right now, it is a first down for Fitzpatrick, but we do have a flag. Patrick Surtain is down on the ground. That is the Broncos' #1 corner and current and reigning defensive player of the year as well. It is an offsides on the Broncos there, adding insult to injury, but it will be declined. The result of the play is a first down. Yeah, Surtain went low and got a knee to the side of the head. And then he ended up getting hit by his own guy at the same time. So a double whammy there for Patrick Surtain, who hopefully he's okay. Yeah, literally just took a knee to the side of the head, and as he was falling down, one of his teammates hits him as well. So, hey. All right. So while we have a little bit of time, let's look at the offensive statistics for these teams coming into this game. Both of these teams are weirdly similar in both offense and defense. So starting at the top here with the Packers, They are putting up 223 through the air, 12th in the NFL, 122 on the ground, 14th in the NFL. They are the best offense in the NFL at taking care of the ball. Only 8 turnovers, number one. They have scored 38 touchdowns, 23 through the air, 15 on the ground. A good chunk of that, obviously, Josh Jacobs. That is good for your 8th in the NFL. And finally, they are scoring on nearly 45% of their offensive drives this season. Good for 9th. The Broncos, right behind the Packers, actually, putting up 220 through the air, 12th in the 13th in the NFL. 117 on the ground, 19th. They have turned the ball over 13 times. That is still in the top 10, 8th in the NFL. Scoring at 34 touchdowns, good for 12th in the NFL. And then finally scoring on 37% on their offensive drives this season. So by far their worst statistic there, 20th in the NFL. All right, Jordan in the shotgun alone, throws over the middle, wide open. Matthew Golden getting it down to the 13. 1st and 10 for the rookie with a great catch. Ooh, working on Riley Moss, literally Moss, not even near Matthew Golden on that one. And obviously Golden has missed a couple weeks with an injury, but he looks fast and he looks ready to play here today. Gotta love it. Got to love it. All right, 1st and 10, handoff, quick throw, gets it out to Romeo, and he is down to the 4. Picks up about 7 or 8 there. We do have a flag. Let it be on the Broncos. Ineligible man downfield. That is Rasheed Walker. That is his 2nd penalty of the 1st quarter. 59 seconds left. All right, 2nd and 15, ball at the 17. Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his left. 3 receivers stacked up on the right side. Pressure, gets out of it, rolling to his left. He's going to take off and run, and he picks up about 3 yards, getting it just inside the 15. Seastrom, hate to ask, did something happen to Mahomes? Unfortunately, yes, we don't know any official word yet. But it was literally on the final drive. I think there was like less than a minute 30 left in the game. And he was running to kind of take off and run to buy himself more time. His left knee got hit. And I feel like he just took an awkward step trying to steady himself. He was able to kind of walk off the field. But then once he got into the locker room, he was not really able to put much pressure on that leg. So I'm hoping it's not anything serious. Unfortunately, the Chiefs, with that loss, I think a couple of plays later, Gardner Minshew threw an interception to basically end the game, and that officially eliminated the Chiefs from the playoffs. So once again, insult to injury, but hopefully Mahomes is fine, man. Hopefully he can finish off the year. Seastrom, oh, look at that. Colts have points on the board. Ooh. All right, we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on the Colts game here for a bit. All right. So Phillip Rivers coming out of retirement after 5 seasons. The last time we saw Phillip Rivers in a uniform, he was playing for the Colts. He was wearing number 17, the same number that Daniel Jones was wearing this season. But Rivers, 5 years retired. The last time he played was the COVID year. And right now he is 3 for 8, 31 yards through the air. So the old man still slinging it out there. I love it. Captain Dave, wasn't that a good Bills game though? What you saw, Allen? Absolutely, man. 100%, man. Josh Allen and the Bills turned it on in the second half. It was looking a little tight there. You know, they were down 21 to nothing, but you know, the Bills do what the Bills do. And they were able to put up some massive points, massive points in the second half. All right, let's take a look at some of the games here that we got. Oh, around the league. Come on, there we go. So Panthers up 7-0 over the Saints with about 40 seconds left in that first quarter. All right. First play of the second quarter, Jordan Love in the shotgun. Looks, throws underneath, gets it out to Christian Watson. He'll be down at the 8, and that'll be 3rd and about 6 coming up. Captain, looks like Patrick Mahomes is out the rest of the game as he got... Yep. I mean, yeah, the game is over at this point. But, yeah, Mahomes did not finish the game there, unfortunately. Yeah, Packers offense, 68% in the red zone, the second best, while the Broncos defense giving up the fewest scores in the red zone at 40%. 3rd and 6. Love looking, throws it, and it's going to be a great throw, but an even better defensive performance by Riley Moss, man. Able to break up that pass at the last second. Dang, dude. That's just a good play, man. You can't really complain about the ball. It's right there where it needs to be. Great adjustment by Romeo, but just once again, a hell of a play by Riley Moss. It's going to hold the Packers to a field goal attempt here. Mahomes got a knee injury. Yep. Yeah, man, no good. Right. Packers continuing to score points, man. It's not touchdowns, but they're up by 6 here. All right, so right now at the end of 1, the Lions and the Rams are tied up at 7. The Colts and the Seahawks are tied up at 3 with 14:42 left in the second quarter. And then early in the second, with about 13 minutes left, the 49ers find themselves up 14-3 over the Tennessee Titans. Dave, what the TJ Watt got fined? What? Are you asking what happened to TJ? Yeah, so apparently he was doing like the like puncture therapy. Trying to think of what it's called. Hold on, let me find the actual term for it. But basically, he was getting needles. I think it was done on his back and maybe the front area. It's more of just kind of like relaxing the muscles. And apparently, they punctured his lung doing that, which is wild. He suffered a collapsed lung. Oh, actually, so he got fined. Gotcha, that's what you're saying. My bad. The NFL hit T.J. Watt with a $11,000 fine for a late hit against Baltimore in Week 14. Gotcha. Okay, okay. So they fined him in the same week he got a collapsed lung. That is, once again, adding insult to injury at that point. All right. 14-11. McManus kicking this one off. Caught inside the 5 to the 10 to the 15 to the 20. Packers looks like they have some decent coverage, and they bring them down to the 29. Captain Mickey Mouse. The Raiders got shut out by the Eagles in Philly. They did, man. It was a rough freaking game for the Raiders. It's been a rough season for the Raiders just in general, to be honest with you. Yeah, that offense was supposed to be somewhat serviceable with the quarterbacks that they have, Kenny Pickett, Geno Smith, but it has not been the case. They have been absolutely horrendous. All right, Bo Nix with the ball at the 30, under center, play action. Pressure, gets out of a couple pressures, gets it out to RJ Harvey, picks up 8, but there is a flag in the backfield, so likely going to be coming back here. All right, that penalty moves him back 10 yards, so 1st and 20 coming up. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his left. Quick throw to the outside. He's got some room, and looks like Troy Franklin picks up about 6 there. And there's a flag, and they're going to get the Packers for probably unnecessary roughness, and that's going to be an automatic first down. And they're going to get Javon Bullard, and I think Keyshawn Nixon was in there as well, but Bullard is the one that gets the penalty. So the Packers with some really, really dumb penalties. Yeah, they kind of just dropped Franklin right on his head. Yeah, so presumably they got Bullard on that, but that was Keyshawn who dumped him on his head. Packers, 4 penalties, 28 yards. Got to be a lot more disciplined than this, man. Toss to the right. Harvey tiptoeing down the sideline, picking up about 4 or 5 there. David, Detroit and the Rams tied at 7. Let's go. Hopefully St. Brown catches 2 or 3 more touchdowns today. Because we do, for the Packers, they're not really worried about Detroit right now. They have a good lead against Detroit. They beat them twice, plus they have a couple more games on them. The Rams need to lose for the Packers to be the number 1 seed. And it's going to be a run up the middle, and Harvey, it looks like, picks up about 1 yard there. So 3rd down coming up. All right, please remember, if you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe, man. It helps out the video, helps out the channel a ton. Thank you. All right, we got 3rd and 5, man. Bo in the shotgun. Looks, throws, and he's going to get the first down. Gain of 6 there, down to the Packers 45. That is Cortland Sutton, the veteran receiver, with a nice catch. And they're going to get the Broncos for a false start here. That's on the running back, Tyler Batty. It's going to be a handoff to the left. A big chunk picked up. And that is Marvin Mims. I think picking up about 7 or 8 yards there. Woo. Xavier McKinney, man, taking a brunt of that hit, but also, being willing to take a hit. 2nd and 7. Bo in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, looking. Trying to get it to somebody, but Micah Parsons sniffing out that screen perfectly. 3rd and 7 coming up. And that was number 1 against number 1 there, man. Yeah, I think the Packers got away with one there because Micah Parsons literally had a full-on hold of Evan Ingram's arm, so that probably should have been pass interference. All right, 3rd and 7, ball at the 42 of Green Bay. Bo over the middle, wide open receiver, down inside the 30. Man, broken, busted coverage there. What the? Come on. Chris Lasso. Good afternoon, my man. Sorry about that. Focused way too much on the game. Sorry about that, Chris. How you doing, my dude? And also, who do you have winning this game, my man? All right, Bo looking, running to his right. He's got time. And he picks up about a yard before going out of bounds. Kobe Wooden running him out of bounds. It's on the line of scrimmage. Parsons was fine. It's fair. That is fair. Dahlia with she's ready, man. She's ready to defend everybody on that Packer side. Bo, handoff. Harvey picks up about 5, maybe 6 there, down near the 20. Bo pressured, running to his left, finds a wide open receiver to the 5, touchdown! And the Broncos find the end zone first here in this game. Chris, you know who I got? Go Pack, go. Heck yeah, brother. Heck yeah. Though the defense finally gave up something here. 8:19 left in the second quarter. Micah kind of losing contain of Bo Nix there. And the extra point is good, and the Broncos take the lead here, but there is a flag on the play. Mostly listening, wrapping gifts, and watching the game. That's fair. Hey, I got to do the same thing. I have to do the same thing. I've been kind of pushing it off, but so tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow I think I got most of the gifts that I'm going to be getting. Still waiting on a few to come through, but what the F? Who was covering him? Be on your man. Got a point, man. You got a point. Personal foul on number 94. The Packers are just... What are they doing, dude? That's on Carl Brooks, man. One of the big guys up front. So the extra point is going to stand. Yeah, that was a Michael Bandy. Yeah, a lot of penalties for the Packers in this game, man. They're being a little bit undisciplined, man. If I'm Matt LaFleur, I'm freaking getting all of these guys while that kickoff is happening, and I'm telling them to get their minds right. It's one thing to be intense; it's a whole other thing to be an idiot. All right, let's look around the league. Nothing much has changed. Panthers are still up 7-0 over the Saints. Again, the Panthers right now they do have the lead, but with a win, they will have almost a full game ahead of the Buccaneers heading into that matchup with the Buccaneers next week. The Lions with 8:39 have a 10-7 lead over the Rams. Colts and Seahawks are still tied up at 3-3 with 9:44 left in the second. And the Titans able to score a touchdown to make it 10-14. 49ers on top with they're actually midway through the second quarter, 7:29 left. David Dahlia is not having the shenanigans. No shenanigans. And the kickoff is gonna go out of bounds here. So there's a flag, and the Packers are gonna have the ball near the 40. Dahlia, my dogs are shedding their summer coats. There will be lots of extra sprinkles in the gifts this year. Oh boy. Enjoy the warm fall, but now they're super dry and dogs are shedding. I can't win. Nope. Nope. All right, we got 1st and 10 here. Jordan rolling out to his right, and he finds, I believe that is Lucas Musgrave for about 7 yards after the roll as well. Yeah, Musgrave is like struggling to see where the ball was. I think that was the issue. The sun is right in his face. 2nd and 3. We haven't really seen Josh since getting blown up on 3rd and short. But he is back there now. So Jordan under center, ball at the 20. Sorry, ball at the 32. Pressure, Jordan lofts one up, and that's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 3 coming up. Good decision, good decision. Just throw it away, just throw it away. Yeah, that was a great job by Josh Jacobs, man, on the pass pro. Great coverage by the Broncos, man. Everybody was basically covered on that one. 3rd and 3. Packers 0 for 3 on 3rd down so far in this game. Broncos 4 for 6. Jordan in the shotgun. A little bit of pressure. Gets it to a wide open receiver to the 50, to the 45, and down across the 40. Jaden Reed with a nice catch there, man. Nice catch and run, actually. Finally back from that broken collarbone. He was back last week. Played a couple snaps. Made some nice plays against the Chicago Bears, picking up a couple first downs. But now I believe he's going to be utilized a lot more, man. A lot more. There isn't a whole lot of film with him in this offense this season. 1st and 10, ball at the 39 of Denver. Handoff, Jacobs, nice moves inside, picks up 8 yards down near the 31. Oh, we got some extracurriculars. Hopefully no flags. Keep your cool, keep your cool. Keep your cool. Why are the dogs shedding? It's hitting negative temps. Amen. You never know. And the Packers use a timeout here. Their first of the half. 5:56. And the Saints have scored a touchdown, man. They tie it up with 3:32 left in the second quarter. The Rams scored a touchdown, 14-10 over the Lions with 8:31 left in the second. Colts have a lead, 6-3 over the Seahawks with 8:26. Jordan. Handoff, first down to the 25, and down to the 20 is Josh Jacobs with a great freaking run right up the middle. He's a little slow to get up, man. Might be dealing with something. And yes. So the Rams scored a touchdown, but they ran it. So right now I'm going up against Puka Nacua and Matthew Stafford. So no passing touchdowns for the Rams, hopefully. So Kyron Williams, he can score however many touchdowns he wants, as long as St. Brown also scores as the same amount. All right, Packers at the Broncos 20 here, 1st and 10. Jordan finding the man, and Reed makes a great move, picks up 11 and a first down, but we do have a flag. Something tells me this is going to be on the Packers. It's been one of those kind of games. Oh, it's on the Broncos. Illegal hands to the face. It'll be declined. Nice job by Reed. Reed just putting Riley Moss on skates with that move. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, first and goal, just inside the 10. Hand off to Jacobs. He's going to make a man miss to the 5, to the 3, to the 2, and the touchdown! Josh Jacobs, but we do have a flag. Come on. Offense number 86, 5-yard penalty. Biscuits, dude. So that wipes away a touchdown for the Packers. Come on, man. Packers beating themselves right now. All right, Jordan alone in the shotgun. 3 receivers on that left side. Ball just inside the 15. Quick throw, gets it out, and it's a drop by Lucas Musgrave. Trying to set up a little bit of like a flat route there with a couple receivers blocking down the field. But the ball, it wasn't a bad throw by Jordan. It was just a little low. Musgrave, I hate to say it, but it doesn't always have the best hands. It's kind of a big reason why he's usually not on the field a whole ton when Kraft is healthy. But all right, Packers using their second time out here, trying to make sure that they get set for this second and goal. Ball just inside the 15. All right, we got 4:44 left in the first half here. Packers need to get into the end zone here. Broncos with a lot of momentum offensively. 3 receivers to the left. Jordan in the shotgun. Pressure, rolling to his right. He's got some time. Makes a man miss. Throws it down the field, and it's going to be incomplete. Nearly picked off. There is a flag. I think this is going to be on the Packers. Again, probably holding at this point. Yep. Third down coming up. Rasheed Walker with another penalty. That is his 3rd of the game so far. Going up against one of the best pass rushers in the NFL in Nick Bonito. Bonito is tied with Micah Parsons for the 3rd most sacks in the NFL. All right, 3rd and goal from their 15 here. Jordan looking, lofts one up, and that has to be a touchdown catch. That is an incredible freaking catch by Josh Jacobs. Holy freaking cow, with a guy in his face, catching it, getting 2 feet in bounds, and even after going down to the ground, keeping possession, keeping control of the ball. Incredible freaking job. Look at that, dude. Woo! Beautiful, man. That's why you got him. That's why you got him. To make plays in the freaking red zone. Usually he's rushing into the end zone. And we do have a Packers player down on the ground though. All right, so we got 4:29 left. We'll see if the Packers kick the extra point or they go for two. Moss. Absolutely mossing the defender there, man. What do they call it? On his head? Right on his head. Holy cow, man. We got 5 people watching right now. Let's freaking go, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't yet. Helps out the video, helps out the channel, man. Thank you so much. So we're on a commercial break right now. We're not missing a thing. I'm trying to see who is down on the ground. That is Zach Tom, the other starting tackle, man. The starting right tackle for the Packers, man. He has dealt with injuries all season long, man. He got hurt, I think, in the first game, almost like one of the first snaps. Missed week 2, came back in week 3, played a little bit, got hurt again. Missed, like, I think 2 or 3 games, came back, nearly got hurt again, and it's just been tough for Zach Tom to stay on the field, man. When he's fully healthy, you can tell he's one of the best tackles in the NFL. But when he's kind of fighting through some major injuries, he's kind of given up a couple pressures. But the last couple weeks, man, it's almost been a non-issue on that right side. Yeah, Jordan Love has not been sacked many, many times over the last 3 weeks, and especially against the number 1 defense at racking up sacks here. The Denver Broncos, I think, are coming into this week with 55 sacks, which is just insane. All right, so the good news is Zach Tom is walking off the field under his own power. He's going into the blue tent. He is walking very gingerly, though, so we'll see. And Josh Jacobs getting only his 2nd career receiving touchdown. He played 5 seasons for the Raiders, man. He got a lot of catches. I think he came in with like over 200 catches. Never caught one in the end zone. And it was the longest streak of consecutive catches for any player in NFL history. It didn't matter if it was a running back, receiver. It was the longest streak without scoring a touchdown. He got one last year, has another one this year, man. Let's freaking go. And that one, woo, just mint, my man. It was beautiful, beautiful. And the Packers go with the extra point, so getting a 6-point lead here with 4:29 left. Let's see if the Packers defense can tighten up and give the Packers a second chance here at some point before the half. The Packers do get the ball to start the second half. Damn, that was a heck of a throw by Love, and an even more impressive catch by Jacobs. All right, McManus kicking this one away. It'll be caught at around the 3. Return to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Come on, decent coverage. And they're going to stack him up at the 28. Let's go. Maybe the 29. I don't know. Either way, inside the 30. Seastrom, do the Broncos still have to play the Chargers? They play the Chargers to end the season. So, yes, got one more. All right, Bo in the shotgun. Hands it off to the rookie. He explodes for about 8 or 9 yards. Got tackled by Evan Williams and his own offensive lineman. 2nd and 2 coming up. Wait, is that their week 18? Yes, it is. Final game of the season, man. Should be a good one. All right. Bo throws it deep to the right. He's got a man wide open to the 30, down to the 25, and officially Cortland Sutton taken down at the 22. Absolutely horrendous freaking coverage there. Keyshawn Nixon getting absolutely smoked. All right, well, Keyshawn started out rough last week against Chicago, and he became the hero. And this one's going to be another catch there. Cortland Sutton picking up about 5 there. Keyshawn on the tackle. David, hi sister. Merry Christmas. Go Dallas. There we go. 2nd and 5 for the Broncos. They are inside the Packers 20. And it's nearly picked off. Carrington Valentine whiffing on the tackle, though. And that's going to be a first down. But honestly, man, Carrington nearly took that one for a pick 6, dude. That was, I mean, he was literally half a step just too late. I love it, man. I love Carrington Valentine. Like, he's aggressive, but most of the time he doesn't really allow a play like that. Usually he's pretty secure with a tackle, but that one was so freaking close. And, Troy Franklin had a case, man. He was not down. Broncos are going to use their second time out here. Stopping the clock with 2:11 on the clock. Yeah, Franklin, he landed on the Packer. His knees, no elbows, not even a butt cheek hit the turf. So he was actually still a live player when he got up and started running towards the end zone. So that should have been either, I mean, who knows if he would have gotten into the end zone, but, I mean, it was close enough. Chris, damn, they never got him down. No, they did not. Packers got away with one there, man. All right, 1st and goal, ball at the 7. Running back, fullback in the backfield, Bo under center. Hands it off to Harvey, and he is going to be good just inside the 5. I think he's going to be at the 4.5-yard line, so a pickup of 2.5. One person I saw, no, Mahomes finally got the normal QB treatment, which I felt was a little uncalled for, but I'm not allowed to say anything since the Chiefs have been cheating for 10 years, allegedly. No, man, if they're talking about the injury, no, man, that you should never root for injuries. But if they're just talking about the general season overall, I think it has more to do with some of the teams in the AFC getting better. You know, you got the Patriots getting better. You got the Broncos obviously getting better. The Chargers maybe not looking better overall, but they're winning more. They're winning those close games. The Dolphins, even though they weren't great to start the year, they're starting to play a lot better late in the year. So I think just a lot of teams in the AFC, a lot of the young players, a lot of the young quarterbacks that are young-led quarterback teams are playing a lot better. Bo Nix, Drake May, those guys are, when certain teams are, when they're on the bottom and they're moving up, that means somebody else has to go down. And unfortunately this year, whether it was because of injuries, and the Chiefs have dealt with a ton of injuries on offense, man, at receiver, especially their offensive line over the last couple weeks. it's just taking a toll. And you include, and I don't say this as like a dig, but the Chiefs have not drafted super well offensively. Like their receiving weapons are good, but they're not deep. Their running backs, Pacheco has not played well. He's been injured a lot, and Kareem Hunt is a guy that is a good number two, just not a great number one or a great number two. Um, and on top of that, like I said, the protection overall, run defense, run offense, run defense has not been great, and pass protection has not been great either. So I think all of that coupled together has led to the Chiefs to where they are now. I don't think it's like, oh, the NFL is no longer favoring them or any kind of BS like that. It's my opinion. So, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs, especially if they can find some weapons offensively, get healthy along the offensive line, maybe add some weapons along the perimeter, a good running back, maybe an extra guard or center. Um, to me, their defense was good. Their defense was good enough to make the playoffs. Their offense just lacked the firepower that we're used to seeing. And they probably need to get younger at the tight end position as well. So, anyway, second and goal, ball at the 5. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his left. Throws it, and that's going to be touchdown! And that is Bryant catching it right at the goal line. 2 Packers right there. Couldn't do anything about it. And that is little Jordan Humphreys. Their words were, hold up. We got 156 left, so perfect, just enough time for the Packers to score something. And the kick for the extra point is good. Broncos with a 1-point lead here. Let me see here. David, their words were, while I hope the injury isn't super serious, I'm happy he's finally getting the full quarterback treatment. That's a little weird. It's a little weird. But to each their own. Hopefully hopefully it's just a bad wording and he's not rooting for injuries. But David, by week 3, I knew the Chiefs didn't have it. Yeah, man, you could kind of see some of the cracks, and like wasn't really looking to be like, oh, this is not going to be their year, just because they were dealing with some suspensions, some injuries, especially after week 1. So I was like, you know what? Until proven otherwise, I won't bet against the Chiefs. Because, last year they weren't looking great offensively either. But towards the end of the season, they started picking up some steam, and they got them to the Super Bowl. But so, yeah. Yep. But yeah, hopefully Mahomes is all right, man. We never want to root for injuries on the channel, man. It's one thing if you don't like the team, you don't like the player, whatever it is, that's fine. Keep it within the game, but yeah, you don't want to be rooting for when a guy is, basically being not able to really walk off the field, really. So, see, Phillip Rivers threw a touchdown. Oh my God, the old man has got it done. Woo! Actually, while we're on a break here, let's look around the league. So the Panthers with a 10-7 lead over the Saints at halftime. Sorry, and it's a little bit of a shootout over there in LA. The Rams trailing the Lions 17-14 with 36 seconds left. Lions have the ball at LA's 31. The Colts on top, 13-3 to the Seahawks with 133. Man. 133 left in that first half. And the 49ers up 17-10 over the Titans with 19 seconds left. The Titans do have the ball at San Francisco's 40, so they have a chance to maybe get some points before the half. David, meh, bow down to the true AFC Lords, the New England Patriots. But the Broncos are number one right now. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Go Colts. I picked them to win back before season started. There you go. Oh. Return it. It's a muffed catch there. And that is Emmanuel Wilson able to salvage something out of it, man. He was trying to catch it in the end zone. Probably looked like he was losing some focus. The ball bounced out of the end zone, so they had no choice but to run it out. So the Packers offense going to get the ball around the 14. 151 left. I don't know what would be weirder, the Colts with Phillip Rivers or when Joe Flacco carried the Browns to the playoffs. I think the Colts thing, because like Joe never really left the NFL. Phillip has been gone for half a decade. A great throw over the middle, and Christian Watson catching it down near the 32. First down for the Packers. Let's freaking go. Come on, baby. Flacco, he didn't have the prior experience with the team. Rivers played with the Colts previously. True, but I feel like more than half of the Colts never played with Phillip Rivers, though. And that's going to be a throw. Another big chunk. Musgrave getting it down to the 49. Oh, it's actually roughing the passer. It's on the Broncos, so that'll actually tack on some more yardage at the end of that play. Oh, he went low on Jordan Love. So a lot of penalties, man. 4 for the Broncos, 30 yards. 6 for the Packers for 48. So we got nearly 80 yards of penalties combined. Very undisciplined here, man. But don't get me wrong, though. Flacco leading the Browns to the playoffs is insane. There's only another quarterback that has been able to do that in, 25 years? Quick throw to the right side, and Musgrave able to pick up about 4, maybe 5 on that one. Actually, only 3, so 2nd and 7. Ball at the 33. Still 60 seconds on the clock. Clock is running. Love under center here, and he gives it off to Wilson, who just runs into his own guy. Gets nothing on that one. All right, 3rd and 6. They're giving him a yard on that run. Oh, hold up. Hey. Packers hold the ball. All right. Single receiver to the right. Love in the shotgun, running back to his right. Broncos send a blitz. Get it out to Romeo, and it's a first down. And the Packers probably going to have to use that final timeout. 17 seconds left. All right, man, whatever you got either has to be to the sidelines. Otherwise, if you catch it inbounds, got to spike the ball. Make sure you get at least a field goal here. And the Packers do get the ball to start the second half. So they can double dip here, man. If they can kick a field goal, even if it's a field goal, they're going to be up 16-14 here and potentially kick a go-ahead field goal before the half. And hopefully score a touchdown to start the third quarter. Come on, man. Come on, mid-Denver, Titans, LA. Win your games so Dallas can keep going. David, that was the attempted fumble. Ooh. Yeah, you don't want to go full Mark Sanchez, all right? Jordan looking, dumps it underneath. And Chris Brooks getting it out of bounds. Picks up about 5, maybe 6 there. 10 seconds left. All right, this is one where Jordan This has to be in the end zone. There's no like nothing underneath unless the guy is literally a foot away from the sidelines. Don't throw it. Just don't throw it inbounds. Just throw it away. You can't take points off the board here, man. All right, Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his left, 2 receivers to the right. Throw it out of bounds, and yes, all right. 5 seconds left. The Packers, hopefully gonna get some points here, take the lead. Man, McManus is getting a workout here, man. McManus is still the all-time leader in points at this stadium here. Had a long career with the Broncos. And the kick is good. 2 seconds left. Packers on top by 2. Holy freaking cow, man. We got 7 people watching right now, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Please make sure you leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We got one more game we're going to do tonight. And then obviously we got Dolphins and Steelers tomorrow on the channel as well. We do as many as 5 games per week on the channel. So if that's something you're interested in, stick around. All right. We got 2 seconds left. McManus just probably going to kick this one relatively short. Oh, he's going to boot this one deep into the end zone. It's going to be a return to the 10, to the 15. And he is down at the 23, and that'll take us to halftime, baby. Packers on top, man, needing nearly every single second to take the lead here on the road against the number 1 seeded Denver Broncos, the Packers, the 2nd seed in the NFC. They're hoping their division rivals, the Detroit Lions, can hand the Rams a loss. And if the Packers win in this game with a Rams loss, the Packers will be the number 1 seed in the NFC heading into Week 16. Seastrom, well, Pats lost, so Broncos should keep the number 1 seed for now. They do, yep. Regardless of what happens here, even if the Broncos lose, they will still be the number 1 seed in the AFC. So the Packers have more to gain and probably more to lose because the Chicago Bears also won 2. I don't know exactly what the scenarios would be. I would have to look at that. We'll do that at halftime. But yeah, if the Rams lose and the Packers win today, the Packers are guaranteed to be the number 1 seed heading into next week against a matchup with the Chicago Bears. And then if they beat them there, I think they have a decent chance of clinching the NFC North. I think they'll maybe need to win another game, but either way, it's going to be very close. David, be back in a bit, walking the dog. Hey, all good, my man. Say hello to the doggos for me. All right. So while we're at halftime, let's look at the statistics here. I didn't really get a chance to kind of pop these in here during the first half, or at least the second one here. So starting at the top here with the Packers on that left side. Right now, they are the 7th best pass defense, only giving up 186 through the air. The run defense has been giving up a little bit more yardage throughout the season, but still one of the best. 9th in the NFL, 101 on the ground. Their defense, not great at turning the ball over. Only 12 turnovers. That is 25th in the NFL, but they are one of the best scoring defense, only giving up 26 touchdowns. That is 5th in the NFL. And finally, when it comes to pressures on the quarterback. They're putting up nearly 25% on every dropback of opposing quarterbacks. We haven't seen a whole lot of that today. Bo Nix is a very mobile quarterback, so something tells me if they do get sacks, it's only going to be maybe one or two. And that's going to be likely if Bo is trying to hold on to the ball to get something down the field. But Packers still a top 10 defense at putting some pressure on the quarterback. Next, Denver Broncos right up here. They're just behind the Packers, only giving up 193 through the air. They are the second best run defense, giving up 89 yards. And they are actually right there with the Packers, only 10 turnovers for this very, very good Denver Broncos defense. If you look, every single statistic for both of these teams in the top 10 except for causing turnovers. Both are in the bottom third, bottom everything in the NFL. So not great defenses. So don't expect a whole lot of turnovers in this game. So next, one of the best defenses at not giving up touchdowns, only 22 on the year. And so far, they've only given up one touchdown in this game. And then finally, putting pressure on nearly 27% of opposing quarterback dropbacks. And once again, the Broncos do lead the NFL with 55 sacks coming into this game. So a lot of pressure, a lot to play for in the second half. The Packers offense has been efficient, but not overly explosive, especially in the red zone. They are going up against the best red zone defense. Packers, the third best red zone offense. So I'm expecting a little bit of give and take here. I'm expecting the Packers to at least get into the end zone one more time, hopefully 2 or 3 more times. But if I had to guess, at least one more, and hopefully that'll be enough to kind of get this win against a very, very tough Denver Broncos. All right, let's look around the league. Let's break a few things down. So early in the third quarter, 11:57, the Carolina Panthers up 10-7. They do have the ball. Bryce Young, 8 for 12, 112 through the air. Rico Dowdle, 11 carries, 37 yards, and a touchdown. Tyler Shuck, 8 for 11, 79 yards. And Devin Neal, 7 for 28 and a touchdown. So the running backs over there in the NFC South getting some work done. At halftime, the Lions are up 24-17 over the Rams. Jared Goff, 14 for 20, 224, 3 touchdowns. David Montgomery, 6 for 31. And Amon-Ra St. Brown going absolutely Hemingway. 9 catches, $127, and 2 touchdowns. Let's freaking go, baby. I haven't even checked my fantasy in for the last 35 minutes. Matthew Stafford, 13 for 23, 193, no touchdowns, 1 interception. And Puka Nacua, 5 catches for 99 yards. Kyron Williams, 6 for 36, and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Let me see here. Colts and Seahawks. Phillip Rivers, inefficient. 10 for 16, 81 yards. 1 passing touchdown for the old man. The grandpa, as of last year, Phillip Rivers, man. Literally a grandfather throwing touchdowns in the NFL. Gotta love it. Jonathan Taylor, 16 carries, but only 58 yards, man. Michael Pittman, 3 for 26. Sam Darnold, 8 for 12, 84 yards. Kenneth Walker, 5 for 6. And Cooper Kupp, 3 for 31. And then finally, Titans and San Francisco. Cam Ward, pretty efficient night, man. 10 for 15, 106, 1 touchdown. Tony Pollard, 8 for 57. And Gunnar Helm, 2 for 38 and a touchdown for the young man. Brock Purdy, very similar stats. 10 for 15, same as Cam Ward. 135, 29 more yards, and the 1 touchdown, same as Ward. Christian McCaffrey, 8 for 23 and a touchdown. Same amount of carries, half the yardage, but has a touchdown. And George Kittle, 4 catches, 63 yards. And the 49ers have a 17-10 lead at the half. So yeah, Colts on top by 7, Lions up by 7, 49ers up by 7. All 3 of those games are at halftime. The Panthers and the Saints are into their third quarter. Panthers on top by 3. And finally, the Packers on top of the Broncos, 16-14 at the half. All right. So we talked about the other teams. Let's look at the halftime stats for this game. Jordan Love, 17 for 22, a lot of throws. Broncos are not letting the Packers run the ball really at all. Jordan, 2 for 15, 1 touchdown, no picks, no sacks. Josh Jacobs, 5 for 21. Jaden Reed, 4 for 54. Luke Musgrave, 4 for 52. Romeo Doubs, 2 for 36. Watson, 3 for 29. And then finally, Josh Jacobs, 1 catch for 14 yards and a touchdown. Bo Nix, very, very efficient, borderline perfect. 11 for 12, 122, 2 touchdowns, no picks, no sacks. And R.J. Harvey, 8 for 32. Cortland Sutton, 4 for 57. Little Jordan Humphreys, 2 for 20 and a touchdown. Michael Bandy, the practice squad call-up, 1 catch for a 20-yard touchdown. Troy Franklin, 2 for 19. And finally, Tyler Batty, 1 catch, 1 yard, 1 touchdown. Let's see here. Packers, 13 first downs to 8 for the Broncos. Packers, 3 for 6 on third down. So they started out 0 for 3. They've been 3 for 3 since then. Broncos, 4 for 6 on third down. Yeah, man. Pretty dang good, man. Yeah, so what do the Packers need to do in the second half? They need to get that running game going. I think that'll help their offense be a little bit more efficient, keep that defense off the field, kind of hopefully keep Bo Nix and that offense out of rhythm just for a little bit. But for the most part, man, as long as Jordan Love can be efficient and safe with the ball, I think the Packers have a really good chance to really keep this game close and be in position to win it, whether that's taking the lead and putting it away or being able to come back on the final drive and get the win. So, yeah, offensively, just keep doing what they're doing in the passing game. Hopefully they can be a little bit more efficient in the running game with Jacobs or Wilson, whichever one. And then defensively, they need to get pressure on Bo Nix. They need to get him on the ground a couple more times. They need to take advantage of some of the opportunities that they have had to maybe get a turnover here. So maybe with a little bit of a Bo overthrow in the second half. I think Bo is going to give them at least 1 or 2 chances to get a turnover. They just got to take advantage of it. For the Broncos, defensively, they've been doing a decent job of stopping the run, not allowing the Packers to score touchdowns once they get inside the red zone, been holding them to field goals. And then finally, they need to slow down Jordan Love. They need to get some pressure on him and bring him down for a sack. For a couple sacks, actually. And maybe force Jordan into a couple throws that he's not comfortable with. Jordan is a risk taker. He loves to give his guys a chance on those 50-50 balls. And the Broncos probably need to take advantage of at least one of those to kind of really get back into this game. And what I mean by back into it, take the lead with a chance to add on to that. Offensively, the Broncos, they need to be a little bit more efficient. They're hit or miss with their passing game. Bo Nix, even though he's 11 of 12, he still is only averaging a little bit of 10 yards per attempt. I think he's at 120 something here. 122. So compared to Jordan's 215, so quite a bit there. And they need to get the running game going. Only 48 yards, even though they are the better team at running the ball right now. They need to get R.J. Harvey going. So yeah, so that's kind of where we're at with these teams. So I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I will be back in just a few minutes. All right, Jordan, play action. Looking for the deep shot. He's got somebody down the field, and that is incomplete. Woo. All right, not a great opportunity to use the bathroom. I probably should have taken it a little bit earlier, but luckily we did not miss a play from scrimmage here. So, my bad, guys. Second and 10. All right, Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his left. Single receiver on that left side. Pressure gets it out to Musgrave, and he picks up 6 yards down to the 35. Sorry, that's actually Fitzpatrick, the former Atlanta Falcon. That's, boom. All right. 3rd and 4 here, and need to get it to the 39. Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his right. 2 receivers split out to the left. Denver sends 4, gets a little bit of pressure down the field, and a great freaking play there. Once again, Riley Moss able to punch that ball, but there is a flag. And I think they're going to get Moss for pass interference. Yep, there it is. Gotcha, dog. You can't do that. You can't do that, dog. Come on. See, that was payback for him pushing Jordan down from his head early in the game. And he is holding onto Golden's arm right there. All right, Love under center, ball at the 40 of Denver. Nice little handoff. Jacobs to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. He's loose to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs. Let's freaking go. 40-yard touchdown run by Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. Oh! Let's freaking go. It could not have gone any freaking better here, man. Just a handoff, cuts it to the left. Great blocking down the field by the receivers. And just speed, speed, speed. All right, McMahon is trying to make this a 2-possession lead, and it's right down the middle. Packers up by 9. Let's go, baby. Come on. And Chris Jacobs balling out, man. Heck yeah, dude. I said it, man. I said the Packers needed to get that running game going, man. That was the only, like, to me, that was going to be, if they can do that, because Jordan is going to be fine. Jordan, to me, has proven that the majority of the time he's going to make the right decision. He's going to be efficient. He's going to take care of the ball and also be able to be willing to take smart shots down the field. I'm not worried about Jordan. It's that running game for the Packers that has not always been consistent this year. And if they can get some great production in the second half, I believe that they're going to be able to keep the Broncos at bay here. But yes, 100% agree with you, my man. 100% agree. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I got to check the old fantasy team. Let's see where we're at, man. Come on. Ooh. Okay. I can dig it. I can dig it. So right now I'm currently up by 61 points. I still have another player left to play tonight. Hopefully the other guys right now that are playing can give me a few more points. If I can get at least 20 more points, man, I'll feel secure. I'll feel secure. Be honest, did you go to the bathroom or did you make a call to the Packers house? I mean, hold on. Let me talk to my representation. Yes. No? I have no idea what you were talking about, sir. Best of luck to you and happy holidays, is what I've been told by my representation. But shh. Do I have Matt LaFleur's number? Maybe. All right. Broncos with a okay return on that one. And I know what you're thinking. Was that a remote control? And also, could he actually hear with the headphones on? And why does Dave have a lawyer? All valid questions. And those questions should be the ones that you're asking, not to distract from the previous question. Rashawn Gary, rushing Bo Nix, and that one's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Rashawn Gary looked like he was shot out of a freaking cannon on that one. All right, 2nd and 10. Ball at the 29. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his left. Come on, RJ. Picks up only a yard on the play. Rashawn Gary able to bring him down. And that was RG bringing down RJ for just a small gain of 1. All right. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his left. Two receivers on that right side. He's looking to his left. He's got some time, and he's running out of time. Micah Parsons putting the pressure on him, and that is going to be incomplete. Ball was intended for Cortland Sutton. Ooh, man, Micah Parsons was running down on him, man. Great coverage by the Packers. Micah runs so freaking hard, man. He looks like Isaiah Pacheco, but just bigger and almost faster. Almost. All right. Kershaw about to punt this one away. It's going to be a really good punt, man. Fair caught near the 20. All right, we got 12:55 here left in the third. The Packers with an opportunity to tack on even more to this lead, man. If they can score another touchdown, even with the extra point, they'll be up by 16. Come on. Come on, man. All right, well, we got a little bit of time here. Let's look around the league. Some of these games have to be... Yep, there we go. They're all in their third quarter. So Panthers up 17-7 over the Saints with with under 2 minutes left. Rams were able to tack on a field goal. They're now just down at 24-20 to the Lions. Seahawks continue to kick field goals, which is good for me because I have their kicker. So I appreciate you, Seahawks. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Don't worry about the winning. Just keep kicking field goals. They're losing 13-9 to the Indianapolis Grandpas over there. 9:42 left in the third, and the 49ers with a 24-10 lead over the Titans with 9:13 left in the third. In fantasy, I am also up by 60. Let's freaking go. And I have Devin Achane left to play tomorrow night. Ooh. And Devin Achane, man, he has been going off. I think I have this week on lock. I'm hoping so, man. Right now, so yeah, I'm up by, let me see here, 35, almost 35 points. Sorry, no. I'm up nearly 65 points. And I have CD Lamb left to play after these set of games. And my opponent has George Pickens and Kenneth Gainwell. So two guys that have been able to put up some really good numbers over the last couple of weeks. Like George is not, it wouldn't be surprising if he scores 25 or 30 points tonight. And Kenneth Gainwell has really been kind of the number one guy over the last 2 or 3 weeks over there with the Steelers. So he could also go off. So that's why I'm like, if I can get like an 80-point lead, man, I would be very happy. David, I missed a touchdown apparently. Yep, but it was a quick drive by the Packers. It was a 40-yard touchdown run by Josh Jacobs. Play action. Throwing it deep down the field again, and he is intercepted! He's intercepted by Cortland Sutton, and I think Christian Watson is knocked out on the ground. So he's not knocked out, but he's holding that left shoulder. All right. I thought initially he was knocked out because he kind of went stiff, but it was mostly him trying to land on that shoulder again. Thanks, Sutton, for celebrating an injury. Oh, maybe just the interception. It always looks bad when the defense celebrates as a defender lays injured, or as a player lays. Yeah, man. I think it was mostly for the interception, which is it was a great freaking play by by Sertan. But damn it, dude. I'm not even worried about the interception. I'm more worried about Christian Watson. He's been such a freaking he's been amazing since he's come back from injury, man. Like this is the best I've seen Christian play consistently. Like he's had higher moments. He's had like his rookie year when he came back from injury. He had I think it was like 7 or 8 touchdowns in a month, including I think 3 touchdowns against Chicago. Like he's had the higher moments, but this is him just being so consistently making big plays after big play every single week. I just hope it's like him just kind of landing it on it. Maybe it's a little bit sore. I hope it's not something serious, man. Pat Surtain is something else, man. He's a great player, man. Defensive player of the year currently. And Chris, you got a feel for Watson, man. Yeah, man. Watson, literally, ever since he's come into the league, has been dealing with injuries. Every single year, he's always missed significant time. I think his rookie year, he missed, I think it was like 6, it was either 6 to 9 games because of an injury. It was a multitude of injuries as well. And then his second year, he had that hamstring injury. And then just when he finally figured that out, he looked like he was great, was playing for the majority of last year. Maybe I think he missed a game. And then, bam, almost the last week of the season, torn ACL, missed time there, missed time this year. But he's been looking great. And, yeah, it's just, if it's not one thing, it's another thing. So, yeah. Alrighty, it's going to be a run by Harvey. Picks up about 3 yards there. So, yeah, right now, Zach Tom has not been back in the game since he injured. And Christian Watson, I mean, the good news is he's kind of just standing on the sidelines more disappointed. Probably frustrated with the injury, but there's no guarantee that he'll obviously come back. Pressured by Micah Parsons. Bo Nix able to get out of it. Runs to the left. He's going to pick up a great receiver down the field that is little Jordan Humphrey. Picks up a first down and some more yardage, man. Packers pass rush almost got there, but after Bo was able to kind of make some maneuvers, get out of some pressure, buy some more time. After a while, the coverage just kind of broke down. Bad tackle there by Evan Williams. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 46 of Green Bay. Bo in the shotgun. Pressure. Looking, and he's going to get it out to... Who the heck is that? Is that Troy Franklin? Yep. Picks up some big yardage after the catch. Every time I see a soft drink of a particular company that used to be famous for their holiday commercials, I change the channel because they used AI earlier this year and last. Yeah, yep. It's weird. It's weird. Toss to the right. Harvey with some room, and he picks up about 3, maybe 4 before going out of bounds. So we still got 10:45 in this third quarter, man. This quarter is lasting a while. So Christian Watson is questionable to return with a chest injury. That is what is being reported. So it's not a shoulder, it's a chest. 2nd and 7. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his right. Quick throw, very soft coverage by the Packers, and that'll be a first down at the 16. Bo under center here, and he's going to hand it off to Harvey again, picking up about 2 yards down to the 15. Second and 8. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his left. Single receiver on that right side. Looks, throws, and it's a touchdown! Keyshawn Nixon getting burnt by Cortland Sutton. Brother KB, what's going on? Shout out to everyone in the chat, including I'm not a coach. Keep up the good work on the channel. Appreciate it. Shout out to from South Bronx. Hey, what's going on, brother? Right on, man. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you, thank you. And that is going to be a ooh. So the knee is down in the end zone. Let's see if the ball goes loose. No, couldn't see it. So extra point is good, and the Broncos have closed the gap to just 2. Oh, man, it could have been better. It could have gone better, man. Watson hurt. Zach Tom not probably going to be returning into this game. And on top of that, the Packers defense giving up their second score here, man. Sorry, what am I talking about? I forgot. They haven't kicked field goals. 3 scores here for the Broncos. I think I was just being hopeful with that. Yeah, that was a hell of a throw by Bo, man. Perfectly in stride. Cortland kind of had to extend for that one a little bit, but I mean, it's exactly where it needed to be. The coverage by Keyshawn was not great, but still good enough that if that ball was underthrown, Keyshawn might have had a chance to make a play on it. All right, we're coming back from the commercial break here. Any new scores? Saints have made it a little bit closer. It's 17-10. They're trailing the Panthers by 7, heading early into that fourth quarter. Rams with the ball at midfield with a chance to take the lead. And the Colts with the ball still have a 13-9 lead over the Seahawks. 49ers still up 24-10. Right. Caught at the 5, return to the 25, across the 30, and Emmanuel Wilson brought down to the 32. They say chest, but was it a collarbone for Christian? All right. Jordan under center. 2 tight end set. Hands it off to Jacobs, who is going to be met in the backfield. A loss of 2 back at the 30. And that was Nick Bonito blowing that play up. All right. 2nd and 13. The Packers had scored on every single one of their drives up until that interception on the previous drive. And it's going to be a false start on Rasheed Walker. That is his 4th penalty of the night. Chris, feels like it's collarbone just based off the way he fell. Yeah. And like he was holding kind of like it wasn't necessarily the shoulder. It was kind of like high and just to the inside. And I remember when Rodgers had his injuries, he broke his collarbone twice. I think the second time the first time they called it a shoulder injury, then the second time they called it a chest injury. So 2nd and 18 here. 3 receivers to the left. Jordan alone in the shotgun. Quick throw, gets it out, and that picks up about 5 yards. Yeah, Denver showing and sending a lot of pressure. Sent about 6 or 7 guys there, but Jordan able to get the ball out quickly to Jacobs. I'm going to kick Walker's. Right now we need him because Zach Tom is hurt. We don't need another injured offensive lineman. He's blocking well. Rasheed is blocking well. He just needs to stop the penalties before. Jordan making a man miss. He's going to run. He's got some blockers. And he picks up the first. He's on his feet across the 50 down to the 47 of Denver. Jordan Love. Funny body doing his work. Oh, baby. Let's go. I don't know why I was just raising the roof there. I went back to the 90s there for a second. Jordan making not 1, not 2, but 3 guys miss on that one. Beautiful. Beautiful. David, can I watch down here? Rams TD. No. Look at him. Funny body getting it done. Quick throw, and it's nearly intercepted again. Lucas Musgrave letting that one get kind of past him. It wasn't a great throw by Jordan. All right, 2nd and 10. The ball was definitely thrown behind him. Come on. And Jacobs brought down right at the line. So 3rd and 10 coming up. Dolly, my man. All right. Well, Jordan might need to make another run here because it is 3rd and 10, ball at the 47. They are not in field goal range. Come on. Denver showing pressure. They got 6 guys on the line. They send 5. Jordan with a little bit of time, and he is brought down for a sack. Back at his own 42. Well, it was bound to happen, man. The number 1 team in sacks here, 55 coming into this game, and now they got another one here. Yeah, it looks like Fitzpatrick, one of the tight ends there, falling down on the play. Daniel Whalen throwing this punt, kicking this punt down the field. I don't know why I said throwing. And it goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Damn. We do have a flag, though. We do have a flag. It's going to be on the Packers, though. Holding. Packers very, very undisciplined here tonight, man. Very, very undisciplined. I think that is going to be their 8th penalty of the night. Let's freaking go, man. We got 7 people watching, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you. Please leave a like and subscribe, and man, it helps out the channel a ton. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's look around the league here. Panthers with let me double check here. Hold on. All right, with 11:47 left in that game, they are up 17-10 over the Saints. And just like David said, Rams touchdown. So with 2:22 in the third, the Rams have a 27-24 lead over the Lions. Seahawks with the ball, they are trailing 4 points to the Colts there, 13-9. And then finally the 49ers tacking on another touchdown to take a commanding 31-10 lead over the Titans with 2:10 left in the third. So yeah, man, a lot of close games, man. A lot of close games. Very different than what we had earlier. And speaking of that, I don't think I did a breakdown of all the games that finished up in the early afternoon. So let's check it out here. So Ravens obviously shut out the Bengals 24-0. Another shutout, Eagles, Raiders. Eagles winning 31-0. The Texans able to win 40-20 over the Cardinals. Chargers beating the Chiefs 16-13. Obviously, Pat Mahomes getting injured in that game. Bills winning over the Patriots 35-31. Jags just absolutely destroying the Jets 48-20. It's going to be a throw to Harvey. Handoff to Harvey, and Edgerrin Cooper bringing him down for a loss of 3 yards, maybe 4. Heck of a job there by the former Texas A&M player. Bears also won in a blowout 31-3, and the Commanders win 29-21 over the Giants. Bo pressured, running, and he is nearly intercepted by Xavier McKinney. Micah Parsons with the pressure on Bo Nix. 3rd and 13. Yeah, Micah fighting through a triple team, basically getting chipped by the tight end, fighting through that, beating the tackle, and then the guard also able to kind of throw a little bit of a shove on Micah Parsons. Dude, if you're McKinney, man, this Packers defense needs to create a turnover for their offense. All right, ball at the 27. Pressure gets it out to Evan Williams, who breaks a couple tackles, and he's going to be very close to a first down. Broncos are likely going to be going for it here. Can you imagine a 5 foot, 120-pound aged man lady trying to beat a 6'3"? Go, Pack, go. Rams touchdown again. Jeez. That's not good. That's not good at all. 4th and 1, and the Broncos are going to, I think they're going to use a timeout here. Is it Green Bay? Green Bay using a timeout. Oh, sorry about that. Bam. There we go. All right, come on, man. If they're going to go for it, we need to stop here. Come on. And they're going to get a first down here. Bo Nix with a QB sneak. Picks up 2 yards. I can hear the Packer backers chanting. Yeah, man. Let's go, Pack, go. Packer fans travel well, man. All right, Bo under center, fullback running back in the backfield. Play action. Looking, has time over the middle, and it's nearly intercepted by Xavier McKinney again, undercutting the route, saving what probably would have been a touchdown for the Broncos there. I believe that was Marvin Mims just running down the field wide open. Oh my God, dude. McKinney, come on, man. So it wasn't a Bover throw, it was a underthrow. Fakes the handoff. Bo looking deep again, and he is gonna find Lil Jordan. Oh no, that's Franklin, his former Oregon teammate there, picking up a first down. Yeah, right now the coverage by the Packers, man. Gotta catch that, 100%. David, I'm looking for Bo picks to show up. Me too, man. Come on. He's got to give us at least one. Actually, he's given us 2 on this drive, but McKinney unable to hold on to him. It's going to be a run, and Harvey picking up 8 yards down to the 25. All right, Bo under center. Another handoff to the rookie. He picks up the first down inside the 20 and down officially near the 18. And that was Quay Walker going for a ride. Yeah, this Packers defense has been on the field quite a bit in this third quarter. We got 107, and they're actually taking Quay off the field here. He was very slow to get up, and then finally he was telling him, like, get me up, dog. So I don't know if that's him being tired or him with an injury. McKinney got glue on them hands. Oh, McKinney, get some glue. 100%. Get some stickum. Pressure. Bo gets it out to his running back. And a spin move. Somehow able to get a first down inside the 20, dude. 2 players missing the tackle. And now we have Micah Parsons holding his left knee. I swear, dude, if Micah Parsons is out, it's a non-contact injury. He was trying to cut it back inside to try to bring down Bo Nix there. Non-contact knee injury to his left knee. Ooh, I think I just saw something pop. How, dog? Come on. Let me see here. I need to get small salts like on the rip. Oh, God, no. Oh, no. Today is dumb. Today is so freaking dumb. Yeah, like I said, it was a non-contact injury. He was trying to. Bo was about to roll out to his right side, and Micah took a step that way. And then when Bo adjusted back into the pocket, Micah was trying to push off that left leg, and all you just saw it give out, and there's a little bit of a pop. Like already a non-contact injury is usually never good. That means that some type of ligament gave out. And when you see something like that, dude, it's right there with you. It was a pop where his muscle jiggled from the hard stop. Doesn't complain often for pain. No, he does not, man. Micah is one of the toughest son of a guns out there, man. Like, he goes literally 100% every single freaking play, man. It's so he's walking off the field. He's getting a little bit of help, but again, I'm saying this because I want to be positive. Just because it could still be a serious injury. We've seen players walk off the field with Achilles, with ACLs, things like all that. But I'm just why are they showing it again? All right, man. Enigbari and Rashawn Gary, they got to step up. First and 10, ball at the 18. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his right. It's going to be a false start on the Broncos here. That is going to suck for the Packers' Super Bowl chances here, man. Or they're almost a lock to make the playoffs, but damn. So they lose Zach Tom, they lose Christian Watson, and now Micah Parsons. All right. First and 15, ball at the 23. Bo, pressure, gets it out, incomplete. A lot of pressure from Trent McDuffie up the middle. You know, and the worst thing is we just got Lucas Van Ness back. Lucas Van Ness just came back this week. Even though he's not a great pass rusher, he's still a guy that can help rotate on the outside there. Sometimes he kicks in. Ah, freaking damn it, man. Six seconds left here in the third. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his right. Throws it over the middle. Touchdown. Broncos take the lead. Nobody covering them. Yeah, no like real pressure. Lucas Van Ness was the closest guy to kind of make Bo Nix move up in the pocket. And the Broncos are going to go for two here to try to keep from being down two possessions every time the Packers score a touchdown. And if you're just joining us, unfortunately, it looks like the Packers have lost Micah Parsons, at least for this game, to a serious injury. It was a non-contact injury to his left knee. Harvey bouncing it to the outside, and Lucas Van Ness, along with Trent McDuffie, able to bring him down short, and that'll keep the Broncos to just 4. And that's going to be the end of the third. That was the final play, basically. All right, man. Coming into the fourth, the Packers have a lot to do. They're down. They just lost some major superstars. They lost their starting right tackle. They lost their number 1 receiver. And now they have lost Micah Parsons. David, Detroit 24-34 Rams. Jeez. And now Detroit can't even get a win for the Packers here. All right, let's look around the league. 6 minutes left. Panthers still on top. 17-10. The Saints have the ball at their own 23. Rams with a 10-point lead, 13-17 left in the fourth quarter. Seahawks kicking field goals to stay in this one. They are down by 1 point, 13-12, still trailing the Indianapolis Grandpas. And the Titans trailing now only by 14. They're trailing 17-31. They do have the ball with 14-16 left in the game. Seahawks trying to make a comeback, slowly but surely, man. Yeah, the Seahawks have the ball at their own 6. So if they can kick another field goal, they'll take the lead. All right, my 60-point lead in fantasy has shrunk down to just 43 points. I was up by like 65 points now. Just 43 points, man. All right, kick is away. Packers trying to get some momentum here, man. Broncos have looked alive in the second half, scoring 2 touchdowns here. Right, Love in the shotgun, running back to his right. 2 receivers on that right side. Hands it off. Jacobs picks up about 8 yards there. Takes a shot at the end of that run. Jesus, man, really got freaking blown up on that one. Should have been a penalty, in my opinion. He's leading with his helmet. Second and 2, ball at the 43. Another handoff. Jacobs finds some room and gets it down to the 49. First down, Green Bay. We got 14-15 left in the game. Packers down by 4. Laugh. LOL. Indianapolis grandpa. Brilliant. Like I said. Jordan under center, single back in the backfield. Tight end in motion. Oh, nice little reverse there, and that goes only for about a yard. Bo Melton gets upended. It was looking good. It was looking good. I mean, I think if Bo is able to break that tackle, he goes off for some big, big yardage. Yeah, it looks like there was Wicks missing a block on that one. Dontavian Wicks letting McMillan get past him. I love that smile even after the hit. Yeah, man. Jacobs, he's a tough dude, man. He loves contact. Second and 10. Jordan in the shotgun, running back behind him. Single receiver on the right side. Quick throw, gets it out to Wicks. Able to pick up about 5 or 6 there along the left sideline. Jump, Bo, jump. All right, ball near the 45 of Denver here. They need to get it down to the 41 for a first down. Pressure, throws it deep down the field, and he's got Matthew Golden with a beautiful, beautiful back shoulder. And the rookie stepping up in the place of Christian Watson. The Packers needed that one, man. Did he catch it? I think just inside the 20. Look at that, dude. Freaking beautiful. Beautiful. That is a first round pick wide receiver right there, man. First round pedigree. First round pedigree. Oh, they're going to spot the ball at the 18. Okay. I'm not going to complain about getting an extra yard. And the Packers give that yard right back. Jacobs losing a yard on the play. All right, back at the 19. Love under center. Looking, rolling to his right. Gets it underneath and in and out of the hands of Fitzpatrick. That is the second drop pass by a tight end. Third and 11 coming up. Love in the shotgun. Throws it underneath, and Jacobs unable to handle that one, even if he caught it. The Broncos sniffed that one out perfectly. Might have maybe, and I mean maybe, might have picked up an extra yard. I feel like they missed a. Maybe not. Their heels clicked a little bit. All right, McMahon is trying to keep us in the game here with a field goal, and it is good, baby. All right. And now it's the Packers who are down by just 1 point. We got 10:55 left here. If the Packers defense can get us a stop here, we have a chance. We have a really, really good chance to not only just take the lead, but maybe, just maybe, come away with this horrendous of a game with a freaking win. It has been a nasty day for injuries, man. Patrick Mahomes might have picked up a serious injury. Micah Parsons goes down. Like, you're talking about whether you think he was playing great this season or not. Pat Mahomes is still a top 5 quarterback. Is he playing like one? No. But, I mean, the guy could retire today, and in 5 years, he would be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Like, so yeah, he went down, and now Micah Parsons. Arguably, if it wasn't for Myles Garrett having a borderline historic year when it comes to sacks, Micah Parsons might be very much the leader in terms of the Defensive Player of the Year conversation. But yeah, Micah going down with an injury that did not look pretty, and I'm just hoping it's not serious, man. I'm hoping it's like, yeah, it's a little MCL tear. He'll be back by the time the playoffs start. And David, Saints tied it up. Ooh, let's look around the league. Yeah, man, with 2:29, the Saints tie it up 17-17. Trying to play some spoilers here, man. They beat the Buccaneers a couple weeks ago. Now they're just trying to beat the Panthers here. All right, the Lions kicking a field goal here, making it a 27-34 game with 7:53 left. The Seahawks kicking a field goal with 2:27, and they take the lead 15-13 over the Indianapolis Grandpas. And the 49ers have the ball with 10:11 left. They are up by 14, 31-17 over the Titans. And they have the ball at the Titans' 28. Yeah, in non-contact injuries this morning, they took my 98-year to the hospital for some strokes-like symptoms. Today is 181% down. Dude, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully she can recover, and hopefully she's getting some really good care, man. I'm sorry, brother. Yeah, this day sucks. Even if the Packers win, this day sucks. This day sucks, and it's dumb. Yeah, sometimes the football gods are some cruel, cruel bastards. I tell you. Excuse me for the language. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 35 here. Bo fakes the handoff, nearly gets pressured, and it's. What are you doing? Pick it off, dog. McDuffie literally flinched away from the ball as if it was like allergic to it. Jesus. Making me take off my glasses. Come on, man. All right. 2nd and 10. Bo looking, throws it over the middle, and it's caught right at the 49 of Green Bay. Cortland Sutton. Just wide open, man. Just freaking wide open. Come on. All right, Bo in the shotgun, running back to his right. Packers send an all-out blitz and great coverage by Keyshawn, but it's still going to be a catch. Might have been a first down as well. I mean, that is about as good as you can get, man. He wrapped him up, attacked the ball, but Franklin able to hang on to that one for a gain of 9. And Quay Walker gets into the backfield, and they're going to drop RJ Harvey for another loss. This one a loss of about 1 or 2. Dude, Harvey has been a terrible pick for me in fantasy, man. Terrible, terrible pick. Literally all the other running backs that I could have had that I have on my bench that I could have swapped out for him, significantly better. Significantly better. Let me see here. So we got 3rd and 3, ball at the 42, almost. Bo looking, throwing down, deep down the field, and McKinney able to break up a massive, massive play there, setting up 4th and 3. David, CT scan was negative, so I mean that was good news. But yeah, I figured I would add more fuel to this day's dump. Let's go. Heck yeah, dude. CT cans negative. Let's go. Hell yeah, brother. All right, Denver did use a timeout here. So we got 9:03. Bo Nix and the Broncos are going for it here, trying to ice this game. 3 receivers to the left. Bo in the shotgun, running back to his right. No initial pressure, and it's a great catch. Basically the same exact play that they ran on the 3rd and 4, but this time McKinney unable to get over the top. And Cortland Sutton has just been absolutely beating the Packers secondary like a drum. Scored a couple touchdowns on Keyshawn Nixon, and now Carrington Valentine barely able to hang on with Cortland Sutton. 1st and 10, ball at the 15. And I think Matt is going to use a challenge here. So there's definitely a little bit of movement on that ball, man. So he got 2 feet in bounds. That's not the issue. The issue is whether he was able to control the ball going down to the ground. And Dave, they keep showing the AFC playoff picture without the Chiefs. I think their screen is broken. I know, man. What the heck? See, man, I'm professional, man. So unprofessional. I think when they took them off, man, I think they had to get some some anti-glue fluid, man, to get that off, because that plaque was on there, man. Detroit 27, Rams 4. Jesus. Let's check out the league while we're on the commercial break. All right, so 2-minute warning over there in New Orleans. Panthers with the ball. They have it at their own 40. Once again, the game is tied up 17-17. And the Lions are down by 14 with 4:49 left. Colts with the ball at Seattle's 42. They're down by 2 with 52 seconds left. It is a 4th and 3 coming up. So the play has been confirmed. It was a catch. 1st and 10, ball at the 15. Oh. Bo Nix looking, rolling to his right, and it's going to be... Just catch the ball, dog. Come on, man. Freaking Jesus. Like, the amount of times that the Packers defenders have literally had the ball in their hands, and they're like afraid of it. Lucas Van Ness right there, like, dog, come on, man, come on. I'm being petty right now because we're losing, and on top of that, we've had a bunch of freaking major injuries. Honestly, if it wasn't for the injuries, I'd be like, oh. All right, 2nd and 10. Come on, Bo, give us one more. RJ Harvey up the middle, and he's going to pick up 7, nearly 8 yards on the run. That's what Denver's been able to do in the second half, man. They've been able to just keep themselves ahead of the chains, getting themselves in good 2nd, 3rd down, and even 4th down situations. Well, the Packers were late getting somebody on the field here, and the play will result in an incomplete pass, but there has to be a penalty, right? Or did the Packers call a timeout? Nate Hobbs is on the ground. There we go. Now there's a flag. It's going to be on the Packers for offsides. It's going to be a first down because of the 5 yards that they picked up Kingsley and Igbari late to get on the field. Actually, Igbari was the 12th man on the field. All right, Packers losing their composure here midway through the fourth quarter. Damn it. Come on, man. Can't be making dumb mistakes like that. All right, first and goal, ball at the 4. RJ Harvey with a toss. He gets into the end zone. I'm not even going to celebrate because even though that's good for my fantasy team, I do not like it. Yep. Knees up, elbows up, ball across the plane, and that's a touchdown for the rookie. All right. Broncos, instead of going for 2, they're going to take the extra point here, and they are up by 8. So the Packers still only down by 1 possession. So a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and this game is tied up. And the Colts 60-yarder is good, and they have taken the lead with 18 seconds left, 16-15. The Indianapolis Grandpas are seconds away from upsetting one of the best teams in the NFL. Holy cow. Let's freaking go, man. All right, kick is away. It's going to be caught at the 7. Return to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30, and Wilson able to get it down to the 34. And now the Seahawks attempting a 56-yarder. And they have taken the lead. What the heck is going on over there, man? Jason Myers just kicked a potentially game-winning field goal. What the heck? The Grandpas are losing. No! First and 10. Jacobs with a carry up the middle, and he picks up about 2 or 3. Dave, we need to find some unused dinnerware and go find a safe place to destroy it via aerial. Oh, man. Dude, I remember seeing those like a couple of years ago, man. Like I think it was like probably like 15 years ago. It's like they pay for like half an hour. They give you all the plates that you would want, and you just go ham. Just go ham. Man, yeah, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. 6:45, clock is running. Jordan under center. Tight end in motion. Ball at 34. Throws it over the middle, and it's intercepted in and out of the hands of Dontavian Wicks. And it's been a horrendous freaking second half for the Packers. Luckily, Riley Moss is ruled down by contact. The ball was slightly thrown behind Wicks for sure. Well, that sucked. This is a bad time to announce I picked the Broncos to win. You keep that to yourself, man. You keep that to yourself. It's going to be a run up the middle. I don't even know who ran the ball. It might have been RJ Harvey. Yes, it was. Picks up about 2 or 3 yards. I think he got it just inside Packers territory. His mouthpiece is all up in his cheek right here. Just a smack dab right in the cheek. Yeah, this game sucks, man. This day sucks. Can we get a do-over? Can we just like reverse the whole day? Man. Broncos are going to use a timeout here. Looks like they weren't ready. Play clock was running down on them. They got one more left. And the Seahawks officially win with just pure field goals, 18-16. And that is going to be an upset. Not necessarily because they should have lost. They should have won. They should have won by more than just 2 points. But that's just upsetting to everybody. We needed something here, man. We needed something today. Micah Parsons got hurt. Pat Mahomes got hurt. Freaking Jordan Love's throwing interceptions in December, which he never does. Riley Moss is a little boy. Keep it at that. We'll keep it with the other B. And now all we wanted on this Sunday was the old man Rivers to get a win, to prove to us that this world can be fair and just. Bo Nix throwing it down the field, and that's going to be incomplete. Carrington Valentine's nearly intercepting that one. Seastrom, I will go Eagles. Yuck, I didn't mean it. It's all good. Seastrom, I feel a little evil for doing it, but I felt that the odds were slightly better. That hurts. You're right, but it hurts. Yeah, I feel like you always go with the home team, especially when it's that close. I don't blame you. 3rd and 8. Bo gets it out quickly, and that's going to pick up about 4, maybe 5 yards on the little bubble screen to the left. Is it weird to say Phillip Rivers threw more TDs than Darnold? Not really, man. To be honest with you, Darnold has been, like, the first 7 or 8 weeks, Darnold looked like he was going to be an MVP candidate. Since then, even though they keep kind of winning, he's been averaging like a touchdown or maybe 2. I think it's like around like 1.3 touchdowns per game since then. And he hasn't thrown for a whole lot of yardage either. There's been a lot of games where he's thrown for like under 160, 150. So, oh, Dave, don't read the rest of this. Sister, I also picked Denver to in my face on my channel. How dare you? I feel like I'm already down, and I just got told by my good friends that they're not going to pick up the check on my birthday. The cake already fell down when the waiter was bringing it over to the table. They undercooked my steak. And now my friends are saying, hey, we got to go, and we both forgot our wallets. Bo Nix with time, throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. Edgerrin Cooper with an insane freaking play on the ball. And the Packers get the ball, turnover on downs. Let's freaking go. Literally a diving breakup by Edgerrin Cooper. The ball was also slightly thrown behind Marvin Mims. Otherwise, I think if he throws it, leads him away from the coverage, that's probably a first down catch. I told you not to read it. I got nothing else to look at, man. Can't be watching this game. It's just going to make me sad and frustrated. I needed to look at something. All right, Jordan Love with the ball at the 45. The only good news is the Packers are only down by one possession. And incomplete. Pressure immediately. Musgrave not looking where he's going. Tries to turn it upfield, which, to be fair, is the thing you're supposed to do. So, man. Wait, are the Lions only a score behind now? I think so. Hey, Packers get the ball back, and it's still a one-score game. That's good. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. We need something here. Come on, give us something. I'll take a Packer win. There's already going to be a lot of bad news after this game because I don't feel there's going to be good news in terms of injuries. We need a win. Jaden Reed gets away from a tackle and somehow still loses a yard. Even when the Packers make a play, they lose. We got 3rd and 9 coming up. How the heck is that 3rd and 9? He picked up at least 2 yards. Come on. All right, we got 4:46 left in the game. The Packers only down by 8. They're without Micah Parsons. They're without Christian Watson. They're without Zach Tom. Jordan throws it, and it's a first down catch by Matthew Golden, picking up about, I think, 11 yards before going out of bounds. All right, they're at the Denver 44 here. That's a first down. Let's go. Come on. Three receivers to the right. Jordan in the shotgun, hands it off to Chris Brooks up the middle, and he kind of runs into his own guy, picks up only 2 yards. Wow. This game is lingering a little bit longer, so while this game is going on, I'm going to set up a little bit for the next game here. All right, Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his left. 3 receivers on that right side. Denver sends a bunch of pressure. Jordan unable to get away from it, gets sacked back at the 50. And it'll be 3rd and very long. Very, very, very long. Third and 16 coming up here. We got 3:20 left in the game. Clock is running. Jordan in the shotgun. Trying to find somebody down the field. Finds Fitzpatrick. Only picks up about 5 or 6 yards there. Fourth down coming up, and this is going to be probably the best chance the Packers have at getting back into it. They need a first down, otherwise they can only stop the clock one more time on their own, plus the 2-minute warning, and there's 2:42 left, and the clock is running. 4th and 10, need to get it to the 34. 4 receiver set, Jordan, pressure, and down he goes, doesn't even get the ball out. Well, I think I said it a couple times. That sucked. I think I missed a Packers timeout here. This isn't the third game of the night. This is the longest game ever, right? Usually the games like end around like 6:15, maybe 6:25 at the latest. At Central Time at least. All right, handoff to McLaughlin. He picks up about 2. And that'll get us to the 2-minute warning unless the Packers decide to use a timeout. And they do. And to be honest with you, that's fair. It's a 1-score game. Can't really give up just yet. I'm going to go fill a trash bag with some old socks, paint it orange, and we can just kick it to relieve some frustration. Oh, heck yes. That's what I need, dude. You know, like Office Space style, you know, just drop that fax machine and just go ham on it, man. I'll bring the sledgehammers. 2nd and 8, Bo keeps it, running to the right, and he dives forward for a gain of 3. Packers could not even get a hit on him. Come on, man. All right. So we are to the 2-minute warning. It is 3rd down, so there's a chance the Packers can get the ball back. For my sanity, I hope they do. Yeah, unfortunately, ever since once Micah went down, the defense could not get a stop. The Packers offense couldn't get a score. And it's just been a rough second half, man. David, heck yeah, I have a pickaxe, and we can use it on with your sledgehammers. Let's go. All right, everybody, we're bringing weapons. All right, bring your bats. If you got a brick, that's good too. All right, bring anything that's gonna hurt the tin can because we need to get some frustration out. If it makes a bang sound, if you hit something, bring it over. I might bring my car, dude. I don't know. I got 4-wheel drive. I'll just drift into that trash can. It's all right. I got insurance. It's all right. All right, let's look around the league as some of these games are beginning to wrap up. All right. The Saints come back and win. Holy freaking cow. They were down 7-17, and they shut out the Panthers the rest of the way, scoring 13 unanswered points. And they pulled the upset to set up a great matchup next week. It'll be the Panthers and the Buccaneers. Whoever wins that takes the lead in the NFC South. And despite both of these teams, the Buccaneers and the Panthers, not wanting to win, one of them is going to be forced to win tomorrow. Likely. The Seahawks, we saw that one. They won 18-16, kicking just pure field goals. Jason Myers was their only scorer of that game. Bo Nix trying to find something, gets away from a sack, runs up the field, dives forward, and it's going to be 4th and 2, maybe? Because it'll be the only thing on. Yep. And the Rams win. Oh! Nothing's going the Packers' way today, man. We needed Detroit to win. Didn't happen. We needed Chicago to lose. Didn't happen. We needed Micah Parsons and Christian Watson and Zach Tom to stay healthy. Didn't happen. And we needed to win. Didn't happen. And the Packers get another stop on 4th down with 1:07 left. The Packers offense has one more chance to tie this up. Come on. Yeah, the Packers don't have a chance at a moral victory. Can we just get a victory in this game? Just to balance out the BS that we're... Yeah, that was a handoff to Prentice. The Broncos in the wishbone did not work out. Next week, A&M plays their first playoff game ever. Heck yeah, brother. Let's go. Let's freaking go. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 38. Love holding on to the ball, dumps it, and overthrows his running back. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. There's a bunch of flags, and I think they're going to get Green Bay on this one. False start on the Packers. We got 1:03 left in the game. That's on the rookie Anthony Belton, who's taken over for... Actually, no. Sorry, I forgot. Belton's been starting the last couple of weeks. That's on me. Kennard is the starting tackle. All right, we got 3 receivers to the left. Jordan alone in the shotgun. Denver sends 4. He rolls out to his right, trying to throw something down the field, and not enough juice on that one. It lands just short of Jaden Reed, who is slow to get up. Where the heck is the shove on Jordan there? And now Reed is holding on to his right knee. He was able to walk off the field, but just another injury. Looks like Miami at A&M. Oh, heck yeah. Let's go, Aggies. Jordan looks, throws it into double coverage, but it's incomplete. 4th and 15 coming up. $50 left, but it doesn't really matter. It is 4th and 15. If they don't get a first down here, it's over. Jordan probably going to launch this one into the air, and it is incomplete. Got hit as he threw. Turnover on downs. Got to give it to the Broncos, man. They played some great freaking defense. Holding the Packers to just 10 points in the second half. And their offense able to score 20. Once again, this loss would not be that. Doesn't affect the Packers in the conference. It's just another loss on the record. But the injuries to Micah Parsons, to Christian Watson, both of those looked very, very serious, man. Like season ending potentially, at least for Micah. Who knows what the injury is for Christian? It looks like a collarbone potentially. They said it was a chest injury, but he was holding up here. And then on top of that, they lose Zach Tom. Who knows what Jaden Reed might have picked up here at the end. But yeah, those are the biggest concerns. Like the loss didn't really matter. Yeah, the Packers are still in the playoff hunt. I think they're going to be the 5th or 6th seed still, even with this loss. But fudge, man, that sucked. The whole thing just sucked ass. So. LOL, didn't realize you were still going. Oh yeah, man. We never leave early, man. Doesn't matter if I'm tired, doesn't matter if the game sucks, does not matter. We go to the end, no matter what. Because at the end of the day, I appreciate you guys being here, man. And at the very least, I owe that to you guys. If you guys are willing to watch me to the end, I need to be willing to go all the way to the end here. So thank you so much, guys. Yeah, the Packers drop all the way down to the 7th seed. And their chances of getting the bye, getting the number 1 seed, just took a massive hit. They had a chance. They still would have been the 2nd seed, even if they would have won. Still would have been just kind of right there with the Rams. But now with this loss, it is likely you're just hoping to kind of stay in the playoff race. Snow Wolf, Broncos. How dare you, sir? But welcome to the chat, my man. I'm happy your team got a win. I am very sad my team lost and also got a bunch of guys hurt. All right, so let's update the records. That is the final score. Broncos with a 34-26 victory over the Green Bay Packers. The Broncos are firmly in the number 1 seed, especially after the Patriots lost. And the Packers fall from number 2 all the way down to number 7. All right, Packers record falls to 9-4-1. And the Broncos with the best record in the NFL, the only team with 12 wins, and they are 12-2. Probably a game of 1 win away, maybe a win and a Patriots loss from getting the number 1 seed all locked up. So, let me see here. David, yeah, I mean, it wasn't a blowout like Cincy and lost. Very true. David with the hearts. Let's go. Go Pack, go, no matter what, baby. Come on. Remember, the season doesn't end with a loss here, man. As long as you can get to the dance, it's all that matters, man. David, also too many emojis. Go pack, go. 100%. All right, guys. I only got a couple minutes to get ready for Sunday night, so we're gonna end this one soon. Not because I want to wash my mouth of this game, nothing like that. But yeah, unfortunately, a tough loss for the Packers. The injuries are the biggest issue. Once again, Micah Parsons. Hopefully, I'm wrong, but looks very serious. Looks season-ending injury, non-contact to his left knee. So yeah, it sucks. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you guys. I will catch you guys in a couple minutes. Sorry, I'm looking at a weird play here by the Ravens. Oh, pick 6. Nice. Little handoff. But anyway, once again, my name is Dave, and I'm not a coach. Thank you.